warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this presentation today. Let me introduce our team. I am Vina Minarova, and I will be serving as your moderator today. And Ms. Lutfiana Fala as the first presenter, also Ms. Uswasnia as the second presenter. First of all, I would like to thank to Allah that He has given us everything. So this time we can be here and do our activity. I also want to thank to the lecturer, Mrs. Sujiati MPD, and all audiences. Thank you for this great opportunity. Well, before we start the presentation, I would like to read the agenda in this morning. That our first opening, second presentation time, third question and answer session, and the last is closing. The first agenda is opening. Let's open this agenda by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And now it's time to Ms. Lutfiana Fala to present the material about how to learn speaking. And before that, I will read the CV of Ms. Fia. Name Lutfiana Fala. Date of birth 1 May 2002. Address Undaan Kudus. Gender female. Nationality Indonesian. Hobi reading. Education, SMK Negeri 3 Kudus in Computer and Network Engineering, IAIN Kudus in English Education Department. Experience in junior high school, member of PMR organization, in senior high school, member of martial arts. Alright, for Ms. Lutfiana Fala, time is yours.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Lutfiana Fala. I will here to be presenter of this group. How to learn speaking. What is speaking? Speaking activity can be interpreted as an activity of speaking in English. The word speaking comes from the word speak, namely speak is to express opinions, to say, to comfort. So speaking here is a way of issuing or expressing opinions, the words we want to express. Things to consider when learning to speak. Don't study grammar too much. This statement may sound strange, but it is one of the most important things. If you want to pass the exam, the mandatory step is to learn grammar. But if you want to speak fluently in English, then you should try to learn English without learning grammar too much. Learn and learn phrase. Many people learn vocabulary and try to put many words together to make the right sentence. The fact is how much vocabulary they know, but they can't make the right sentence. The reason is because they don't learn phrase. If you know 1,000 words, it may be quite difficult to say one sentence correctly. But if you know one phrase, you can make hundreds of correct sentences. Reading and listening is not enough. Practice speaking from what is heard. Reading, listening, and speaking are the most important aspect of any language. The same goes for English. However, speaking is the only requirement to be fluent. For example, toddlers who listen to people around or the media in English, regional language, or other foreign language. They will imitate and apply what is around them and continue to practice until adulthood. Immerse yourself. Being able to speak the language is not because of how smart you are. Anyone can learn how to speak any language. Everyone can speak at least one language. This is achieved by the presence of language around you. Those who can speak English are not because they go to school very diligently or take course, but they have an environment where they can practice with the environment around them. The point is that the language you understand is the language around you. Is it true that learning speaking is important? The answer is up to you. If you think speaking is important, then never say no, because basically English lessons are important. Speaking function. Speaking has a function that can train self-confidence. How the self-confidence of a student is grow. Because in speaking, students have to practice a lot, so that our English is good and students have the opportunity to speak in front of many people. That's all. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tolong share screen. Thank you to Ms. Lutfiana Fala. Okay, now we move to the second presenter. I please to Ms. Usma Husnia to present the material about how to improve speaking skills. And before that, I will read the CV of Ms. Usma. Name, Usma Husnia, date of birth 20 July 2002, address Priangan Pati, gender female, nationality Indonesian, hobby singing and listening to music. Education, MA Raudatul Ulum in language program, Institute Agama Islam Negeri Kudus in English Education Department. Experience in junior high school, treasurer and member of karate, in senior high school, treasurer and member of state. All right, for Ms. Usbausnia, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Usma Husnia. As a presenter, I will give a presentation about how to improve English speaking skills. Definition. Speaking skills are defined as skills which allow us to communicate effectively. These skills give us the ability to convey information verbally and in a way that the listener can understand. Speaking skills are one of the most important skills we learn, as they allow us to communicate with others and express our thoughts and feelings. Speaking skills can be separated into formal and informal speaking skills, and we use both types of speaking skills in a variety of contexts throughout life. Informal speaking skills are important for conversation with friends and family, helping us to form emotional connections. Formal speech, on the other hand, is necessary for workplace, in presentation, for conversation with people you don't know. Formal language is important as it helps us to make a good impression on people and communicate politely. These are important skills that you need to develop. The first, fluency. Fluency is about how comfortable and confident you are in speaking skills. If you can speak for an extended period of time, that is an indicator of strong fluency. Second, vocabulary. Of course, if you don't have the words to say that what you want to say, then you cannot say it. Being a good speaker means constantly growing your vocabulary. Third, grammar. Grammar does matter, and the fewer mistakes you make, the better your speaking skill will be. However, don't worry about making mistakes either. A good speaker doesn't have to use perfect grammar. Certainly, it is a good idea to make sure that you have mastered the major tenses. And the last, pronunciation. Pronunciation is a complex area with a lot of sub-skills that can be practiced. The basic rule of thumb in that an average speaker can speak and be understood. How to improve English speaking skills. The first, find an English speaking conversation partner. Second, make sure to listen as well as speak. The third, record your conversation practice. Fourth, surround yourself with the English language. Fifth, practice with music and movies. Six, read aloud. Seven, talk to yourself. And here is how to speak with confidence. First, listen and repeat. We all have a favorite movie, television show, or even YouTube channel. But instead of just watching them silently, listen carefully to what the characters of our hosts are saying and repeat the dialogue that interests you. Go ahead and pause, rewind and listen to the lines several times if you must. Or better yet, turn on the English subtitles setting to help you identify each word. This is a fun way to practicing both your listening and speaking skills with materials that are both enjoyable and entertaining. 2. Find a friend. It's always difficult to practice by yourself, especially when it comes to improving your speaking skills. Therefore, find a like-minded group of friends or classmates who shares your goal of becoming more confident in using English. Get together and implement the English only rule while you hang out, meaning that everyone must only speak English for the next hour or two. With such a support system, you will feel more secure to open up and speak English without being hampered by insecurities. 3. Read out loud. Whether you prefer a novel or a piece of non-fiction text, spend at least 30 minutes every day reading, and then another 30 minutes reading out loud. This is a great way of developing your reading skills while practicing pronunciation as well as intonation of various words and lengths of sentence. If you are unsure of how to pronounce this specific word, simply consult a learner's dictionary, Google or YouTube, but don't get to catch up on the details of every single word you don't understand. 4. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. If you find yourself stumbling across long or complicated words, simply stop and give yourself a few seconds to breathe, then continue speaking. As with every difficult test, the key to speaking English with confidence is to practice, practice, and practice some more. Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Improving English speaking skills also takes a lot of time and lots of practice. If we keep trying, we'll also see the results later. That's all from my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the presentation by Miss Pia and Miss Uswa. And now we come to the question and answer session. So for the questioners, please raise your hand and mention your name if you have a question. Well, ladies and gentlemen, finally we come to the last session. Thank you for the amazing presenter, Miss Fia and Miss Uswa, and all audiences for your attention. Hopefully the information that we had shared today will be useful for us. And I do apologize for my mistake. The last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.